Happy morning, dear students. Yeah, the fourth chapter in geography. Okay, the agriculture. Last session also we discussed about the three important activities which are involved in the transformation of a raw material from a raw material it turn into finished products. Okay. Yes, children. What are the three economic activities involved in the transformation of a product? Primary sector, secondary sector and tertiary sector. Okay, primary sector which depends directly on the natural resource. Okay, or we are taking the materials directly from the natural things. And secondary sector, this sector convert the raw material from the primary sector turn into finished products. Okay, and tertiary sector, the last one is tertiary sector. The tertiary sector helps to promote the primary sector and secondary sector. Okay, how it is promoted in such case of insurance, banking, loan facilities and also the transport and advertisement. In this way the tertiary sector helps to the primary and secondary sector. Okay, examples for the primary sector what and all? Agriculture, fishing. Example for secondary sector, making bread and biscuits from wheat flour. Tertiary sector, making advertisement. Okay, yes, I hope you understood these things. Okay, and also we saw agriculture is a system. How means it we are giving the inputs and also processing, that is operations we are doing, and at last we are getting the output. Okay, types of farming we saw last in that session itself. I am giving a short introduction about the types of farming. Okay, yes, here is a farming system. Okay, what are the farms systems we practice in? Okay, first traditional system, semi-commercial system and commercial system. That traditional system, that is shifting cultivation and related busy bush fallow system, okay, or nomadic herding. Then semi-commercial system is cropping system and mixed system. Commercial system, that is perennial crops and livestock. Okay, this thing is enough. Basically, the farming system, the crops are divided into mainly two. What are that? Subsistence crops and commercial crops. Okay, that we learned in the 5th grade. Okay, subsistence crops and commercial crops. Subsistence crops means what? We, the people or we cultivate these that subsistence crops, cultivate the crops in their own backyard. Okay, normally we used to say the garden of backside of our house or in the small level of land. Okay, that crops used for them for their own purpose only. Okay, that is called subsistence crops, and commercial crops are called it's making for the profit. Okay, here see the subsistence farming. Take page number 40, all of you. Take your book, all of you. 40, page number 40. Yeah, listen. Farming is practiced in various ways across in the world, depending upon the geographical condition, demand of produce, labor of technology, level of labor and level of technology. Farming can be classified into subsistence farming and commercial farming. Okay, basically the agriculture depends on the soil fertile and the demand from the people and also the technology and labor and the climate. Okay, so the farming method is divided into two, that is subsistence farming and commercial farming. See the subsistence farming. What is this type of farming is practiced to meet the needs of the farmer's family. Okay, Only they produce the things for their own family. Low level technology and household labor only used for this type of subsistence farming. That means it no need more than an acre land. Okay. And also the household laborers, the house members itself make the plants, produce the plants. Okay, cultivate the plants. Produce a small output. Okay, what is the output? Only small amount. Okay, for example, brinjal plant or 4 kg of brinjal or 5 kg of brinjal, in that way. Okay, so that 4 kg, 5 kg they are not able to, they are unable to sell in the market. Okay, so they use their own purpose, and if it is excess means they can give their friends and the relatives. That's it. There is no selling purpose here. That type of farming is called subsistence farming. Okay. Yeah, see the page number. Underline the sentences in your book. This type of farming is practiced to meet the needs of the farmer's family. Traditionally, low levels of technology and household labor are used to produce a small output. Okay, the output is very small only. Subsistence farming can be further classified into intensive and primitive subsistence. Okay, yes. Listen, the subsistence farming further classified into, what are the two other farming? Intensive subsistence agriculture and primitive subsistence agriculture. Okay, yeah, I missed the S. Okay, first we can see, listen children, the whole agriculture, that is farming method is divided into two. That is subsistence agriculture and commercial agriculture. Subsistence farming and commercial farming. That subsistence farming means the output is very less, the land also low, very small level of land, and household labor only used for that. The subsistence farming itself again classified into two, that is intensive and primitive. Okay, so what we can see first, the intensive agriculture. The intensive agriculture subsistence means small plots. Okay, it was used in small plots and also used simple tools. Okay, such as the plowing, like that. They used the small machines. Climate, fertile soil. Okay, the good climate and the fertile soil helps the farmers to produce more than one crops per year. For example, now this farmer cultivating planting the paddy. Okay, after the paddy cultivation, these land again are used for the cultivation of groundnut or sugar cane or the urid dal, like that. Some other things the farmer are going to plant in the same land. Okay, so what helps for the farmers to make more plants in this land means the climate and the fertile soil. Okay, so what are the crops can grown in the intensive subsistence crops? Wheat, maize, pulses and oil seeds and rice also. In Tamil Nadu, rice also. So where this intensive subsistence agriculture practiced? It's practiced thickly populated areas. That means river plains were helpful for the farmers for the intensive subsistence agriculture. That means the farmers plant the wheat, maize, pulses, rice and oil seeds for their own family. That means for per year they are growing. Okay, rice is 4 kg or 5 kg. If they cultivate it, means is it enough for their family for a year? No, so they need more than 200 bags or 200, 500 bags of paddy in that way. So that is for per year. Okay, in subsistence crops we are saying it is in the backyard of the home. Okay, but here for per year we are saying for 1 year. Okay, where it is practiced means thickly populated areas of the monsoon regions of South Southeast and East Asia. Okay, we are seeing the whole world. And then shifting cultivation. Okay, it's not primitive. Okay, what is the next one is primitive. Yes, I didn't bring. Wait. Intensive subsistence crops that we are on. Subsistence farming is classified into intensive subsistence agriculture and primitive subsistence. That intensive subsistence agriculture we completed. Okay, what is that? Small plots, small tools used by the farmers, and the soil, fertile soil and climatic conditions helps the farmers to produce more than one crops per year. Okay, wheat and other things. Okay, now take page number 41. See the first. Primitive subsistence agriculture includes shifting cultivation and nomadic herding. Okay, that is called primitive. Okay, that is old method. In the primitive subsistence farming, first we see in the shifting cultivation. Okay, yeah, listen. Shifting cultivation. What are the crops growing here? Maize, yam, potatoes and cassava. After, listen, this one. Yes, shifting cultivation. Clearing a plot of land by felling and burning trees. Okay, listen there. The first picture shows you they cut the trees and clear the land. And the second picture shows you that trees were burned. Okay, then and the next land you can see ash mixed with the soil. Okay, the burnt ash mixed with the soil. That means the soil turned into fertile soil. Land left to regain fertility and shift to new plot of land. Okay, children. So, do you understand what is shifting cultivation? That means they clearing the forest for their agricultural purpose. Okay. Then next. What are the crops can grown in the shifting cultivation? Maize, yam, potatoes and cassava. So most probably these shifting cultivation practiced in the South African areas. Okay. So they are only the thick forest nowadays cleared for the agricultural purpose. Then after the soil loses its fertility, the land is abandoned and cultivator moves to a new plot. Okay, so what happened first, the farmers or the cultivators came and select a plot. Okay, then what they are doing, they cut the trees and they start to burn the cutting trees. After the burnt trees, the ashes mix with the soil and the soil regain the fertility. Then the land is ready for cultivation. So automatically the cultivator started to plant the maize, yam, potatoes and cassava plants in that area. So after a few years or a lot of years after, what will happen? The fertility of the soil may get looser. Okay. So the land is abandoned and the cultivator moves to the new plot. So now they are going to and again they are cut the trees and burn and they start the agriculture in that place. Okay, this type of cultivation is called shifting cultivation. Now shifting cultivation is also known as slash and burn agriculture. Slash means cut and burn agriculture. Yes children, do you understand what is the shifting cultivation? So till now we saw about the types of farming. The world farming or agriculture is classified into two, that is subsistence farming and commercial farming. Subsistence farming means the farmers or the producers or the cultivators grow the crops in their backyard and it is for their own purpose. Subsistence crops or subsistence farming again divided into two, that is intensive subsistence agriculture and primitive agriculture, primitive subsistence agriculture. Intensive means that is used maximum in the river valley area. The climate and the fertile of the soil helps them to produce more than one crops per year. Okay, they use a small level of labor and simple tools. Okay, that next one is primitive, that is old method, that is shifting cultivation and nomadic herding. Okay, we completed shifting cultivation. Okay, please you wait in this line, we will continue in the next 15 minutes. Thank you dear.